Welcome to today. This is week 1. We are doing performance today. This has been, okay, so with your performance, let me quickly just give you a snapshot of what we're going to be doing today. One arm kettlebell swing, regular kettlebell swing, goblet squat with an overhead raise, and then a burpee swing. Okay, so you just make sure you catch that demo. And right now I am going to share about how this has been a lesson-filled way day. It just is like so mind-blowing how many lessons you can get like that. But one of the biggest downloads for me, okay, and just quickly got to sneak this in. The reason why all of this stuff is occurring is because of the one-page playbook. So this is the results that are occurring in my life after I created a one-page playbook and I just downloaded it in my head and I go about my life the way because I created the way, okay? And so I'm conscious of it. It's quite liberating, really. But as I am like, okay, distractions, anger, frustration, my refrigerator leaked. I was like so excited to put a new filter in, and then it made a disaster. And I am like able to step back after I go through those motions and experiences as this human. I just like let her go, and then I come back and I'm like, okay, this is interesting, right? Because if I could shift and think instead of, oh my God, my day is fucked, my day is off, everything is off, I can replace that, a different choice I could make now that I am aware, because of where there is awareness, there is intelligence choice. And so now this is where I get to make the choice to actually be like, wow, the truth is I'm really lucky to be able to shift my schedule and do something like this. It's just astonishing that I wouldn't choose that in the first place. And so from that concept of like, okay, great, Brooke, what are you gonna do to not only just like think different, how are you gonna actually go from here, these negative vibes, these old like lie vibes, and how are you gonna get over here where you can really truly be like, feel in your body, in your bones? I am really, really grateful that I have the opportunity to do my own schedule, to be able to clean up my house after my refrigerator busts. It didn't bust, but leaked, right? And how do I do that? I need guidance. I have to hop on my way. Okay, I gotta hop on. And the reason is like what blows my mind is like the amnesia. And it's almost like this, like at first it was coming up for me like this is like dementia. And it like as I was rowing, because I put in my earphones, went and rowed, which the way for me to step into my highest self, my divine self, connect to my divine self, is by my row machine and putting something into opening my ears and my eyes and my mind and my head to the divine. Okay, so that's the process, and that is the physical process that I go through using all of my senses, right? Even vision, yes. Okay, the lots of third eye work going down today, and the amnesia reminds me of the Notebook. How he reads to her, and then she's like, finally gets it. And she's like, how much time do we have? How much time do we have? How much time do I have on this energy, with this vibe? And what the process is to evolve this human body is actually go through the motions, be angry, be a baby, have a fit, love on your inner child from your self, your mothering self, your divine mother, the Sophia, Kali, Ma, Mother Mary, like dig into that kindness and that compassion, and you like abundantly from all those different energies. Okay, even though here's the thing, you are you, and this is your way, and you just utilize what is in your physical fractal lines, your genes in each one of your cells is these goddesses and their energy. Okay, and then you have free will. You get to do whatever you want with it, as well as when you start to like really tap into that subconscious, you allow the guidance to just come through. And that's what is going on for me right now. I'm just allowing the guidance to come through, and in a really next level way where it's comfortable, but it's not comfortable, right? And I'm being like super assertive and super like persistent with these energies freaking guiding me, and these energies working on building and strengthening and shifting and changing and transmuting the reptilian brain and the conditioned part of me, because like that's old, right? It served me when it needed to serve me, but it's no longer serving me now with where I am at. And so as I sat down and worked on this one-page playbook, this was what was downloaded in me. So multiple times throughout the day, I'll be like, okay, like, how can we just like cut this tongue off right here when I start to have a really shitty belief, thought, anything, and so instead of like vibrating it, and I'm still not there, this is why I need this guidance. Once I get there, I won't need them anymore. Well, I'll be with them, partying with them, right? And so tapping into this guidance as those things come up, and how do I cut off my tongue, and that is just instantly sprinkling myself with my own fairy dust. And it just like literally takes like no time at all, but because we consciously put it in our heads through this, it just happens like that. And because it's the mythical process, it helps us bypass the mind. Okay, so that's why we want to hit the myths, because you have been conditioned to believe none of that is true. So it's an opportunity to get out of your thinking mind with trickery, really magic, right? And that is so fun. And at any point you find the 3D world feeding you, use the fairy dust to transmute the beauty, kindness, and self-compassion. My own fairy dust. My own. And wouldn't that be fun if you just could sprinkle your own fairy dust on yourself and instantly you would be able to swap that moment where in the past your mind would come and take over and create havoc and war in your head. And what the biggest download was for me today was, if I wasn't in this type of anger and frustration, like that, thinking that energy is bad is not serving me. That energy is my guidance. It's not good, it's not bad. How it makes me feel is due to my conditioning. But remember, I have that choice, and the conditioning is like that free will. And if I'm not there, then I'm in denial. If I'm not there, then I'm in denial. And so what is the difference? Working in your gifts versus behaving in your shadow. Okay, so you're going to behave. It's just your natural state. It's just what you do, who you are, okay? Then we come and bring that, what you are and who you do, we bring gifts to them per your DNA, per certain energies, okay? So we continue to bring the gifts to the shadow instead of denying it anymore. We start to bring the gifts, What is the gift? The transmutation process. And in order to go through that transmutation process, it takes the conscious work of free will and release. Free will, release, and then open. Free will, release, and then becoming open. And I think that the biggest place where I'm going to be able to guide women who are just beginning on this journey is at that free will point, to really start to help recognize that free will point, and that's simply awareness. And remember, the transmutation process begins and is due to the awareness, not shifting and changing anything. The shift and change has already occurred at the awareness. Then you unlock some gifts to come in and shift and change your DNA, your chemical, your actual chemical makeup, what hormones are doing what, and really knowing the fastest way to shift and change your endocrine system is by producing love. Producing love from within. That is producing serotonin from within. And the tryptophan and all of the things that make your body light and elevated and open and focused. But it begins with producing the love from within, okay? Why you bark? Okay, so this is all about working on that solar plexus. Yeah. And recognizing struggle in the sense that, I don't know, I personally was born into struggle, and I learned that from my birth. And my birth is coming up quite a bit this last couple days about how I came in. So fucking genius. Like, there's so much to tap into there. That is truly there. But we've been programmed to forget, and we get to shift and change that, okay? Like, there comes a point where there's just not even, like, soul work to do. And that doesn't mean heart. It is just a different, like, soul work is going to be a process of the transmutation. Soul work is going to be the process of opening your heart and really working with your heart and the love. And then once you get there and once you get past there, it's just like so crazy. So crazy. So, all right, I'm gonna stop this and do my workout and really set this into my system and my body, that let's be super appreciative about and super divinely grateful that I have the opportunity to have a flexible schedule instead of like, oh, poor me, I am poor and blah blah blah